What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Philly to Detroit Boxing, man. We got another very special guest on with us today. We got now one and no pro Ryan Reed on with us, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I appreciate it, bro.
No, you already know, man. We locked in for sure, man. And
Yeah.
really, man, when we get very new, brand new guests on, man, we like to ask them. We really got them started in this journey of boxing for real.
So pretty much what happened was like, growing up as a kid, I ain't really had much, and like I was always fighting in school, always getting bullied. I had a typical lifestyle of jumping from house to house, and like, I adapted to a lot of different stuff. And pretty much, basically, like my mama was at the store one day, and she heard an old coach talking about a boxing gym. And like I used to fight in school all the time, so she was like, where the boxing gym at? How can I sign my son up? And the old coach told my mom about the boxing gym. Long story short, like I found a boxing gym. Shout out to Erskine Wade because that's my old coach. It started off as Norway, which is Crunk now. Shout out to Crunk as well. But I came to their gym about 8 years ago. I about to say 7, 8 years ago. I came to their gym. I started training. My first year of training, I ain't really too much like it because I was so young and I couldn't really adapt to boxing. I ain't like getting hit in my face and stuff. And then like as time got went on, I started like taking it more serious. I started growing into the sport, and I started seeing the future inside of boxing.
And then, the first time we kind of linked up was at Dark Side when I came and did the Gym Series episode, man. Just kind of tell us a little bit about what it's like training out of there.
It's real good. I like it. It's like it's a diverse culture inside the gym. Everybody get along. Everybody got different personalities. Everybody can vibe in there. Everybody can work out. We can have fun, and most importantly, like we learn from each other, and like we learn different skills, and we learn different aspects of how to go about a situation in the sparring or boxing, or when we putting pad work on. Like we go about everything different, and like we can come together and we can piggyback off of each other and make each other better.
No, definitely, definitely. And then what was your amateur background like, man? Because I mean, you already know I've seen you fight a couple times in the amateurs. But as far as like record goes, how was your record and what was that?
My record was pretty decent. I didn't have like too many like crazy amateur fights, and the ones that I did have, they was always like either out of state or somewhere far. But I had a pretty decent amateur record. One of my biggest accomplishments in the amateurs is actually making a USA team back in 2019.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, yeah. And then just going off your first pro fight, man. How was that experience, man? It was on Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Saturday. It was a
Yeah.
good experience. It was most definitely different for me and challenging for me because it was my first pro fight, and like I couldn't really adapt to it. Like I was kind of nervous. I was actually nervous. I was nervous as hell, but like at the same time, I was ready. Like I was energized and ready to go. So like I was ready to like fight. I was nervous, but I was also ready to fight. I put on a good show, good performance. It was my first pro fight. It was different seeing like all the cameras and everybody, like all the eyes on you, all the pressure on you, and it was just me and my coach. So it was like I really just had to put on, and it was the day before my birthday, so I really had to like step it up. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Then what's the mindset kind of going in? Like what Coach Mo telling you in the locker room, and then afterwards you got the second round KO. What's the thoughts after that? What's the feelings like after that?
So in the locker room, coach was basically telling me like use your jab, utilize your jab, go in there, have fun. It's just like sparring. Like the guys you spar in the gym, you feel me? He not gonna be no much better, or he not gonna be nowhere near on their level. Just go in there, have fun, relax, pace yourself. Like work and get the knockout, but everything don't have to be about a knockout. Just utilize your time in there, think smart, and pick your shots out wisely. So that was the whole goal. And one of my best punches that I've heard of is my jab. So like he was like utilize your jab, but relaxed in there. And then like after getting the second round knockout, it was just a good feeling at that point because it was like, oh my god, I did it! Like I finally did something that I never had a chance to do. Like I finally really accomplished something big, and it was like I look good out there. Like I felt good. Like adrenaline was rushing, everything was pumping. I was just like on go mode after that.
Word.
Man,
And how many fights did you try and have this year? Do you have a date yet? A next date yet for your second fight?
I heard that the second fight was most likely gonna be sometime in August. Not sure as far as the date, but I know the month is in August, and as far as fights, if I can, I want to fight every other month. Honestly,
Okay.
build
Word.
my record up to keep working hard, keep striving. Can stay motivated, stay in the gym.
What
Yeah.
age you feel like it kind of hit you where you kind of decided you wanted to feed your family with this sport?
16,
Okay.
maybe a
And then
little before 16, but 16, that's when I really was like, oh yeah, this shit real. Like I could really do something with this. Like, and then I idolize and watch a lot of boxers a lot, and I see how they live their lifestyle, and I see how like they provide and feed their family. So it's like, okay, I could do that for my family because I didn't came from nothing. I know what it's like to not have nothing. So it's like, okay, if I could change my life around and be the ticket for my family, then by any means I'm gonna do that. And this is a sport that I've been for so long, so it's like, at this point, it's do or die. We got to get it done.
no, and that was actually going to be one of my questions too. Just kind of going back to the amount of fights you want to have. Just like, what's your mindset about that? I know you said you want to fight every other month, but do you feel like what's the reason you want to stay so active? Because we see a lot of guys, kind of fighting here and there and things of that nature. But what kind of drives you to want to fight more often? Obviously, build the record up and things like that.
It's also to just so not I ain't gonna say stay comfortable, but like adapt to being a pro now and actually seeing how real it is, and like trying to like pretty much better myself for when I do get in that big crowd or that big stage or with a better opponent. I'm already used to this, and I know how to adapt to it and not still be all jittery, like still like in a feel like I'm a beginner to this, because it's levels to this shit. So it's like I don't want to feel like I'm still in the beginning stage. I'm on a different level now. I'm here now. I want to be able to be I ain't gonna say comfortable, but like I want to be able to like get used to fighting every month, get used to getting fights, get used to being in shape, build my body up more, get in more shape, like stay active, stay ready, stay on go. That's pretty much all it is to it.
Right. That have that like try to avoid having that ring rush. You kind of see a lot of fighters
Yeah,
do that
avoid
when
the
they don't
ring
fight
rush.
too
Yeah.
long. Yeah.
Word. I
Yeah.
was going
Fact.
to ask you, did you feel the difference between sparring and fighting pro for the first time and amateurs, like catching shots on your gloves now with no headgear in terms of doing it in sparring? Like, did you feel the difference, or it was kind of normal?
Yeah, I felt a difference. I mean, I've been working like I sparred 2 weeks before the fight, so like, I mean, it wasn't really no ring rust. It was more so like me nervous because like this is like a real pro fight. Like this, like when I got in that ring, I'm like, oh, this shit real. Like, as soon as that bell ring is over, it's like whatever happens, that's that. So it's like, it was most definitely a different feeling, but it wasn't no different though. Like I can say like this is like my first time ever fighting ever with no headgear and like fight with my shirt off. But other than that, it didn't really feel too much different. But like you could just tell the atmosphere, everything was different because it's like, okay, this is a real pro fight. Like this not no amateur shit. Like I'm switching the game up now. Now I'm on some different type level stuff. So now I gotta really like lock in. And after this fight, it's only up from here. Like it's only gonna get tougher, harder. Like you feel me? Like I don't know. Like I'm proud of myself in my fight, but it's like now I'm ready for something else. Now I gotta like see like it's something else coming right after this. So now it's like it just pretty much motivated me to really lock in even harder.
Yeah. Yeah. And did y'all kind of prepare different for your first pro fight? Like kind of comparing to like the way y'all prepare for things in the amateurs?
Yeah, we prepared different. We like try to like uh build different tactics of like how to like work the body more, use your jab more, set up punches, always move your head, move out the way, use the ring around, build up different skills and stuff like that. Like more this training camp was more so like learning how to pick your shots out basically. Like just learn to pick your shots out. Everything don't have to be hard and fast. Just like utilize your time in there, think smart, pick your shots out the right way, and counter when you need to. And if the shot is open, take the shot.
Right. Kind of trying to avoid that amateur style of
Yeah,
fighting.
that
Kind of,
amateur
what I mean?
style.
Kind of got to get out of that way. Yeah. Yeah.
Word.
No, facts. And then as far as some guys in the city, man, I've been to the gym. I kind of see the guys you work with. We actually interviewed a lot of them guys in the gym. Hussam, Marcus, a couple of the guys in there, man. Malik, we just had Malik on. I know I met him in Dark Side. I know he at Weavers now, but I know I met him at Dark Side. But just yeah, man. As far as some of the guys you sparred around the city, or just in general, who bring the best out you?
Who bring the best out of me? I'm gonna say Josiah. You know Josiah Shackleford?
Yeah, we had Joe
Josiah.
on too. We had Joe on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Joe. That's my brother Joe. He bring I ain't gonna lie, I spar with him the most. He bring the best out of me. Him and Hassan. Him and Hassan for sure.
yeah, man. Joe
Hassan
around,
and
man.
Southpaw.
Everybody we working on love Joe, man.
Yeah, everybody love Joe. That's my brother for real. Shout out to Joe. But no, for real, him and Hassan. Like Hassan he a Southpaw. So like when I need Southpaw work, it'd be different. Like, cause you know Hassan, he fast and he hit hard. So like he really make me think in there. And Joe, he hit hard too, and he throw a lot of punches. And like we go toe to toe every time. So like he counter too, and he stay in shape. That boy stay in shape. So it's like you got to think in there. You can't just go in there just rumbling with him, cause he in shape and he hit hard, and you don't want to get countered with no punches. So like he really had me thinking in there, and I think he orthodox too. So we really like feeding off each other and really being there working. Like when we in the gym, we go 8 to 10 rounds a sparring session. Like that's how bad we really want it and how bad we be working for it.
Man, Joe stay in shape, dog. Hey, Joe
He stay
always
in
in shape,
shape
man. Hey man, Joe
always.
really doing this thing, man. Shout out to Joe, man. We gotta get Joe back on here, man. Just to let how much love he be getting on our show, man. And then I just want to, kind of give him a shout out too, man. I gotta tell him Happy Father's Day too, belated. But just in general, bro. My man's Joe got like 4 or 5 kids, man. He stay in shape, man. He stay doing this
Man,
thing,
he stay
man.
working.
He stay working, man. You
And he a
gotta
very
salute,
humble, he a very humble dude too.
very humble dude, man. You
And
gotta salute
God
Joe,
fearing
man.
dude as well.
Yeah, Joe don't make no excuses, man. He just get shit done, dog. I fuck with
Yeah.
Joe. No, I
But I
fuck
said,
with Joe, man.
kind of speak about your team, the people who get you prepared for the fights, and the people who get you the fights, who reach out and try to make sure that you get the fights.
So as far as my team goes, my team like my coach Mo, Coach Rafik, Coach Hamid, and everybody else, they all get me together. They all make sure I'm ready. They all train me. They all work with me individually. And as far as like my team and stuff like that, like Joe, Hassan, Hadi, Marcus, all them, we all work together. We all stick together. We do sparring sessions together. We go run outside. We go do cardio. We do everything together. Like we just really stick together for real, and we just make it happen, honestly. And Coach Mo, he be the ones who get us like all the fights and stuff like that. He call around, ask for fights, or people call him asking for us to come down and fight. And whenever he coach feel like we ready and we've been training and we've been dedicated to it and taking it serious and not wasting his time, he get us what we need and what we ask for, and we go in there and we get it done.
Yeah. No, shout out Coach Mo, man. That's my guy, man. Coach Mo, a cool
Yeah,
dude,
coach,
man.
that's my guy. Yeah.
No, Coach Mo, cool ass dude, man. Just kind of tell us a little bit about Coach Mo, just in general, just as like a mentor in terms, not even on no boxing type of thing. Just how does he prepare you as a person, kind of as that coach figure?
Coach is a real good example. Like Coach, he married with kids. He got his life set up. He didn't pretty much been there, done everything already. So like he able to tell you like what route to take and what route not to take, and he able to like pretty much he got that mature mindset because he's older. So he got that mature mindset when he know you fucking up or if you doing something wrong, how to like do better or how to not take that step to make a wrong decision in life. And like he able to like work with you, teach you, and he give you chances. He talk with you, and like coach, he a real good guy. He a real solid dude. Like shout out to coach for real, cause like when I needed a job or if I needed some type of assistance or if I need like somebody to talk to or somebody to like mentor me, he was there. He looked out every time. Like it was never not a time where he didn't look out or steer me the right way, and he always put me in the right direction. So it's a big shout out to him, and it's a blessing that he's around because there's not a lot of coaches out there who care about you outside of the gym. Like he want to make sure I stay. He always on my ass, making sure I stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? That I'm being a good example to the people that's looking up to me, making sure I'm doing the right things, making sure that I'm taking care of my household and providing and doing everything I need to do in life to make sure that I'm okay and I'm financially stable in the long run. And of course, it leads back to boxing, where like I could be a millionaire if I just keep my head on straight, lock in, and really stay dedicated. And he always tell me like dedication is the key to life. Like staying focused, staying dedicated, and whatever you do, whether it's boxing, working a 9 to 5, whatever it is, just stay dedicated to it and don't give up.
Fact,
Word.
fact.
Yeah.
Then how would you describe your style, bro? You know what I mean? From what I seen you, like you said, man, you got a hell of a jab. You use it often. From what I see, I feel like you are a boxer, kind of counterpuncher type of guy, but you will brawl if necessary. But correct me if
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Like, what kind of style do you think you have?
I feel like I got as you want to say like as comparing it to a person or just like just as myself, like what type of style?
Yeah, just as yourself, what do you think you would categorize as?
I would say like I'm more like calm in the ring. I'm relaxed. Like my style, like I focus most of my punches like off my jab. I do everything off my jab because like my jab is like perfect. Like I ain't gonna say it's perfect, but it's there. Like it's
Yeah,
it's there. Like you seen it. Like it's a pretty good jab. Like it's really good. Like you feel me? Like I orchestrate everything off my jab and like I'm more calm and I'm more relaxed. I want to work on things in the ring. I want to perfect my style. I want to get better with my IQ. I want to move my head more. Like I want to be slick but nice in the ring at the same time. And I want to make sure I look good and that I'm countering and landing my punches the right way. Like I want to be able to, counter and like pick my shots out the right way and be smart. Every move I make in the ring, I want to be smart about it because at any given moment, it can always go left. So to avoid it going left or even taking that chance, I want to make sure everything I do, I perfect and I perfect it in the right way.
fact.
Word. What weight class you fighting at?
Right now, this fight that I just had Saturday was 175, but the goal is to go down to like 60, 65, 68. Whatever weight class I could dominate in, that's where I'm pretty much heading to. But anywhere between 60 and 68.
Yeah. What's some top guys that you be like, okay, they got some work for real?
As in, like, is it in the big pros or up and coming?
Yeah, big pros.
Big pros, of course, Canelo. I like the Charlos. And then I heard Caleb Plant. I think Caleb Plant in that weight class too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
yeah,
yeah, just those guys. Coming up. I know them guys. Them some real work in the pros as far as that weight class.
yeah.
Do you be do you ever look at the people around you like more so the young guys, like just like in a perfect world, the guys that you would have to meet if you was to get to that top level?
No, I
Guys
never
like
thought about that
a
actually.
Corey Isley, a Diego Pachenko, guys that's in that 160, 168 that's young. That like I said, 2021, that's probably gonna be like when you get there, they'll probably be there.
No, I never really looked into them guys, but if I do look into them, eventually it'd be a pretty good fight. I know it'd be a real good fight. It'd be something that the world and that everybody will eventually want to see. And if the time is right and everything work out how it's supposed to and God's plan, it'll happen one day.
No, yeah. And who some guys you like to watch and get some game from?
I like watching Javante Davis. I like Floyd, of course. I like Jared Anderson. I like quite a few guys, honestly. Like quite a few guys. I like Canelo. Um, Terrence Crawford, most definitely Terrence Crawford. But yeah, I like them guys. Like I like, and then like I said, I like the Charlos as well. Um, as far as how they all is though, like I like how like they take the business aspect of it and like, it's more to them than just boxing. Like it's a bigger picture. And like, what I'm saying, everything flow how they want it to flow. Like it's a bigger picture with them. Like I like how they dedicated to the sport, how they work hard, how they train, how they promote the fight, how they, everything that they do. I just like it. Like, it's different.
Yeah, no, in fact. And then kind of speaking on your future, man. Like where you kind of see yourself in the next 5 years, man. Where you kind of see yourself landing?
In the next 5 years, I gotta be a millionaire. I gotta be a millionaire.
So
But
world champion then?
yeah, some world champion junk, like defended titles. You know what I'm saying? My family eating in the next 5 years. My family well taken care of. We ain't worried. We ain't stressing. We ain't lacking nothing. I'm more in shape. I'm better mentally, physically, and emotionally, and spiritually.
Yeah, fact. And then I
No, so
also wanted to ask, real quick, yeah, I wanted to ask, like, kind of going back to like the business aspect of it. I know you only one fight in, but have you experienced anything like just trying to get that one fight? Was there some things around the business that was like, damn, this is what pro boxing is really like the politics and things like that?
Yeah, like getting sponsors and ticket. Well, this fight we didn't do ticket sales, but like getting sponsors and really like trying to promote yourself and put yourself on. Yeah.
Yeah,
mm. And I was gonna say, do you kind of got like a timeline in your career, like at this point I want to be a contender. At this point I want to be like fighting for world titles, or you kind of just taking it as it go?
I'm taking it as it goes, just going with the flow. Like
Mm.
whatever happens, happens. Like just want to just stay dedicated, stay focused, protect myself, keep myself safe. Like don't let boxing run me. I want to be able to run boxing where, the money come to me. I'm not chasing after the money or chasing after fights to get money. I want everything to just naturally flow and pretty much like I said, whatever God plan is, I'm just headed towards it.
Right. And did you catch the fight this past weekend, Tank Davis and
Yeah, I
David?
seen Tank Davis fight. Yeah, I was
Did you
going
catch
for Tank. I knew he
David?
was gonna knock him out.
Did you catch David or no?
Catch who?
David Benavidez
No, I didn't catch that fight. I think I was on the road.
or
right. Yeah, because you
who's?
did have to go down that night. Yeah,
Yeah, because I didn't get back to the city till like 5
Oh
o'clock in
yeah,
the
I'm tripping. You fought that day. I'm tripping.
Yeah,
yeah.
I did fight that day. Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's crazy. I did that to Shushu one time. I kept asking him about fights on a Saturday. He just happened to fight on. I said, "Yo, did you see this?" He like, "No." I'm like, "Did you see this?" No. He like, "Yeah, I fought that day." And I'm like, "Oh, my fault. I'm tripping. I
Yeah,
forgot you had to fight that day."
yeah, I fought that day, but on the road coming back, I did be able to catch the last 2 rounds of Javante though. I think it was
Yeah.
the sixth, seventh, and the eighth round, 3 rounds.
Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, that was the
And then
best round too. You came back perfect time.
perfect
Yeah, I came
time.
back perfect time too.
Then what's your thoughts on Tank, man? You think he the best at 35 right now?
Most definitely, most definitely. I don't think nobody will ever be able to stop Tank.
Oh, well, I was about to
It's a
cause
possibility right now.
you just answered the next question just by from that statement. But
Yeah,
Right.
so
I don't think nobody stopping Tank. That
I
like
ask
Tank is
you.
my favorite fighter.
All right, so I just asked you in a different way then. Who you think got the best chance at beating Tank? I know you don't favor nobody over Tank, but if it's out of like the To and the Ryan rematch or the Shakurs or Lomas, who you feel like got the best chance?
I was gonna actually say Loma.
Okay.
I'm
Devin
not mad
Haney.
at
I
that.
don't think
Look,
Devin Haney. I don't think
Yeah,
like I
I
like
forgot
Devin
about
Haney.
that team.
I like Devin Haney. I do like him too, but I don't think he have enough power to really like get off on Tank. Shakur Stevenson, I don't think he got a chance with Tank either at all. Ryan Garcia, he had a better
At
chance. I
all.
feel like Ryan Garcia was pretty strong, but Tiafimo Lopez, he's strong too. So I honestly feel like he'd probably be better.
Who you so you like favor like Loma and Tio basically over everybody else?
Yeah.
No, that
Oh,
makes
I said Lomachenko. Yeah, Lomachenko, him too. Yeah. I think
no,
Lomachenko will be stronger, and he'll be able. I feel like Lomachenko's stronger, and like I feel like he's stronger, and like he got a better boxing IQ than half of the guys that in that weight division.
no,
or
that's a fact.
It's
That man,
between Tiafimo. It's between Tiafimo and Loma, honestly. Like Ryan Garcia, he already had. We already seen what Ryan Garcia did. Like even if they had a rematch, like we already kind of see what happened the first time. So it's like we can't really put him in the equation no more. Like we will always want the rematch, but like if we speaking of somebody that haven't already boxed Tank yet or fought Tank yet, it's between Tiafimo and Loma. But I honestly say Loma.
or
yeah, I'm not mad at that. You don't think Loma aged out? He about 35, 36.
I feel like he aged out, but I honestly feel like Canelo aged out, and you see he's still fighting. So it's like, you know,
or I feel like they yeah. No, that's a good comparison. I feel like they both at the same stage where I don't
yeah,
they both like 85, 90%, but that 85, 90% is still better than like 95% of all of boxing is 100%. So that's why they gonna get away with it. But it's that little 5% of guys like Tank.
yeah, but they still getting big checks, and they still getting that bag. So it's like I see why y'all still fighting. I wouldn't stop fighting right now either.
Right, and you can fight anybody and get 30 million if you Canelo. You can go fight whoever.
Man,
Yeah, like I said, he got the highest minimum in boxing. His minimum
yeah,
30.
right now, yeah, Canelo do, yeah.
Do you feel like he ducking David?
No, I don't think so. I just think the time ain't right now.
So you think he got? You think? Yeah, that's wild. So you think he will fight David?
I think eventually he will. Like, you know how this boxing shit go. Like, I think eventually he will. Like, when the time is right, they're gonna try to squeeze in little tune-up fights and shit like that. But I think eventually he will.
Where you
Right.
call it before you retire.
Yeah, before he
My man's
retire.
70 in, man. My man's is so damn near 70 in, man.
Man, I,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I got that many fights in me.
No, I ain't gonna lie,
The
I
the
will.
money gotta be like phenomenal.
No, no Canelo. I ain't Canelo. Is he the third highest paid boxer in boxing history? It's Floyd, Manny Pacquiao, then it's him. So
Yeah, them the top
the
three.
money definitely amazing for him. But
Amazing.
I will say though, out of anybody with that many fights, he don't look as damaged as everybody else did at 70
Yeah, he
fights. If
don't.
you go to the 80s and look at Duran 70 fights in, like you mean they always burnt out by 70 fights in. He still looked like his last he still looked fresh. You would never know that he's 70 fights in. He looked like he's still 30, 40 fights in for real.
Yeah.
No, that shit is
And he
wild.
still and he still look good. And every fight he always in shape. Like
Where
you don't catch Canelo out of shape or even a little bit tired at all. He be relaxed in there. And he be on go. He be ready.
No,
no.
Canelo stay ready to go the whole 12 with anybody. I did.
The
That's fact.
whole 12.
No, that's fact.
Yeah.
Then who we got coming up, man? It ain't after the Tank fight, man. It's kind of like the vibe, the just the landscape kind of went down a little bit in the game because like, what's the next big fight?
Uh
We got Shakur coming up in July. We got Boots, but
it's a lot of
Boots.
fights coming up, but the next big card not till August to that.
Yeah,
Well,
I think ain't that Jake Paul fight?
no, I
No,
was
that's
talking
Terrence
about
Crawford.
the Terrence Crawford fight.
Oh, the Terrence Crawford fight. Yeah, the Terrence Crawford fight.
Yeah.
Just cause
That's gonna
they
be
just
this
cause they
weekend.
got multiple people, you're gonna be able to see Pitbull that night, Jared Anderson that night,
Oh yeah, Jared Anderson. Yeah, I just seen that too. Jared
uh
Anderson on that card.
Andy Cruz that night, David Morrell. So just cause that's a big card, just cause you're gonna see a bunch of A sides. Like I don't think it's a big card in terms of matchup wise, but just in terms of star power and names, you're
Star
gonna see
power.
more
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
Hey,
so that's gonna be good.
how y'all feel about that Deontay Wilder fight and then the Tyson Fury fight before that?
Oh shit, Deontay Wilder, man, he hang him up, man,
Hang him up. That's what I said. Hang him up.
Yeah,
hang him up.
that's
What
so
about Tyson Fury? What y'all think about Tyson Fury?
I mean, I picked Usyk, so you know.
I mean, I picked Tyson, but I was like, Usyk a bad motherfucker, man. He was able to get him in
Yeah.
them later rounds, and it just turned the tide. Tyson was cooking though from like 1-7. He was frying Usyk ass, and then Usyk got the cutting up one to
That's
six.
how it be.
One to
Yeah,
six.
that's why they tell you like just be patient in there because you never know. Eventually, your time gonna come.
Like I could still see it either way though. Like I did pick Usyk, but I wouldn't be mad if somebody thought Tyson won because honestly, them that 3-7 was like just pure dominance. Like I damn near thought
Yeah,
he's about
straight
to stop.
dominant.
I thought he's about to damn near stop Usyk how it was looking in there. Like so,
Mhm.
I wouldn't be mad if somebody thought he won 7 rounds at all. Because like I said, when the fight ended, I didn't know who was about to win that card. Like when that fight ended, it didn't end, and I was like, yeah, you Usyk got it. Like I still wouldn't have been mad if Tyson got because like I said,
'Cause
he had a
it
good
could have
5
went either
rounds and
way.
he was dominating it either way. So like he
Yeah.
kind of had room for a little bit of error because if you're gonna win 5 straight, you don't get room for error, but you get a little bit of. So I wouldn't be mad if he did get the card, if he did get the 7 rounds.
Yeah, because it could have went either way. Yeah, it could have went either way.
I'm definitely hyped for the rematch though for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rematch gonna be fire. I think that's in October.
Uh,
I want to say,
I hope so.
yeah, October. I want to say that's gonna be fire. The Saudi guy, he doing this thing. What you think about Turkey Al Sheikh, man, over there in Saudi Arabia, man? He putting together all these good cards. He trying to change boxing. Do you think he doing the good thing for boxing right now?
I think he is. He gonna put on for a lot of fighters and put fighters in the right direction to make a living for themselves and to do bigger and better for their career. So I think he is. But
Word.
Yeah,
everything come with time though. Everything come with time. So how everything play out, it's gonna play out how it's supposed to. It's gonna come with time. It's gonna come with effort. It's gonna come with a lot of different things. So it just
Right.
Mhm. No, yeah, I like Turkey, man. He getting everything back in order. Well,
yeah, like how it's
at least he
supposed to be.
trying to.
How it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He willing to put the money behind shit and just, you know what I mean, just make these fights happen. And I don't blame him, man. And I just feel like a lot of these big promoters is probably frustrated with him just a little bit, but they willing to work with him if it makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah. And he got, like I said, his best attribute, because when you sign to a high level promoter, you're not allowed to talk to have meeting with other promoters. But on paper, Turkey is not a promoter at all. So when he actually called and said, "I want to have a business meeting," you can actually go attend that meeting. Like if you would Al Heyman and Eddie Hearn want to have a business meeting and you sign the Al, you can't go attend that meeting, or Al could sue you. But Turkey not a promoter, so you could actually go fly out there and go talk to him
and
and all
talk
that.
to him, have that
That's
meeting.
another reason why he been getting a lot of love for fighters and actually making stuff happen. Because if a man telling you come out see him and he just promised you all this big type money, it's like you gonna definitely try to make it happen.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah, that's why that whole motherfucking Terrence Crawford card is a card full of every promotion. It's a top ranked Matchroom, uh, PBC, everybody on that card because
And
he can do that type of shit.
that's the only way it makes sense too, for a promoter to be willing to give you a fighter and let that fighter fight on another platform. That means that he got to be paying them for that fight, and that fight still count on your contract. So let's just say if a fighter got 4 fights left, are you about to pay him, but you only got to pay for 3 fights left because one of those fights gonna count, and you're not gonna pay him for that fight. Turkey she gonna pay him so he could use his fighter. So you saving money. That's why they like go ahead. That's the only way he could be using all these fighters. Because promoters don't give up fighters like how he making them give up fighters. He just knocking on people's door like, yeah, let me get him, and him for this card, and they like, all right, bet you got him.
and
And we've
they
been
eating
trying
too. They eating too.
Vegan.
words. So
I heard that Saudi money crazy.
even him putting money up, just I let them make so much money because they got to put all the money up. When you the promoter, you got to put all the money up. So just the fact that he'll be like, no, I'm gonna pay him tonight. That's just crazy because you would have had to come out your pockets for the millions if he didn't. So even if he's just saving money every which way, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to buy everybody out. Well, not buy everybody out, but he said he was gonna try to make everything as one platform and everybody be on one banner.
Yeah, and paved the way for everybody too.
Yeah, I don't know how that shit is. That's gonna be a 20 year, 20 year project.
That's gonna be a long time.
Man, that's gonna be complete in 2050, dog. My God, bro. Ryan Reed, man, 1-0, man. Let the people know where they can find you at on social media, man.
Y'all can find me on Instagram at the real ride underscore, and Facebook Ryan Reed. I don't really be too much on any other platforms, just Instagram and Facebook. But Instagram the real ride underscore, and then Facebook Ryan Reed.
My God,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Appreciate you for coming on with us, dog.
No, we
Thank you. I
definitely